Wanted to do a quick video about getting stung. Getting stung is never a pleasant experience, and I have been asked countless times when people find out that I'm a beekeeper, do you get stung? And of course, the answer is yes. Follow up question being, how many times have you been stung? Which at this point, it's probably thousands of times. The reason I wanted to do this video is that a couple who works for me, a wonderful couple, Bo and Chris, you may have come in contact with them. They're helping as far as the logistics on arranging pickups for nukes for our business. But anyways, their nephew got into bees this year, and he's been out with me. Actually, he was in a YouTube, sorry about the motorcycle. He was in a YouTube video back a while ago. Anyways, he sent this picture and his wrist is all swollen up from getting stung. And it reminded me that probably the first 5 years that I kept bees, my hands would look like surgical gloves that had been blown up whenever I'd get stung on my finger or what have you. And what was really interesting is when I would get stung on both hands, because my mentors wouldn't allow me to wear gloves, which I'm actually thankful for. That's another topic. But so I would have both of my hands looking like, and actually there you can see a little blood blister from stings that I've gotten on my fingers. Anyways, I would, my hands would just be completely swollen to the point where I couldn't close them much further than this. And then I would have to go out and work with the bees the next day. And I remember wondering if my hands were just going to split, pop one day. Because they were so swollen. So it can be a very discouraging part, especially when you're just getting into beekeeping, but just know that that is part of the process. Your body will build immunity over time. That is, obviously, if it doesn't go in the opposite direction of you getting allergic. But your body will develop immunity. About probably an hour ago, I was putting some grafting cells into a hive, or actually no, pulling cells that were ready to put in the incubator. And I thought, I'm not going to throw my veil on, and went and brushed the bees off and got stung 4 times in the face. But as you can see, it's not. So you do build immunity. The other thing too is that I have always personally found a bee sting to feel exactly the same way the however many thousands of times I've been stung. The bee sting I got today feels exactly like the first one I got when I started back in 1998. 98? Spring of 99. So don't these crusty old beekeepers that'll try to convince you that it starts to feel like a mosquito bite over time. I have noticed that sometimes, and who knows what this is due to, some stings do hurt more than others. Some really can almost feel like a pinch, especially if you get the sting around quickly or you catch the bee in time. But long story short, just don't let these crusty old guys that are trying to impress you with their toughness, don't let them discourage you. Getting stung always sucks. I still don't like it. The only thing that has changed is that over time it becomes less significant. It just kind of gets to the point of where it's actually more of an inconvenience than it is anything. But anyways, keep on keeping on, and anyways, hope this is an encouragement to you. The swelling will get better, but I know for me it took probably 5 years to do that. It was a long, arduous journey, and also too. Getting stung always sucks, and don't believe these guys will try to convince you that it's like a mosquito bite. They're just trying to impress you. Talk to you soon.